Hello, so today's reading is about your greatest fulfillment and what stands in your way from accomplishing that. So I'm starting out by just shuffling the cards. This is a generalized reading. We're going to go through several decks today. I'm going to go through some oracle cards, possibly pick some clarifiers where I see fit. I'm going to pick some numbers towards the end of this reading. It's going to be very in-depth, and I hope to get you guys some answers as to what is in the way of your greatest fulfillment and why things are not progressing in the way that you intend for them to. So the first card here is going to represent the ambition itself. So let's see, what is the ambition my YouTube collective is trying to accomplish? All right, so the Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay, so with this being the ambition, I feel like some of you are trying to accomplish something without using your own confidence, without using yourself. I feel like there's an ambition here that is outside of yourself, something that you don't have control over, but something that nevertheless you desire. This ambition with Queen of Wands being in reverse, I didn't even show you guys the card. But with the Queen of Wands being in reverse here, I'm just going to put it up right for myself. It's easier for me to read it this way, but I will, keep in mind that it's a reverse card. Because, okay, so the Queen of Wands is governed by Aries, and she is a queen that rules from inspiration, rules from motivation, rules from determination. She is a queen that is supreme in the way she's able to take action and get things done. She's a very confident queen. She's a queen that doesn't rely on outside influence to tell her who she is, how she should be, what she should be doing. She's a very intuitive queen in that way, in the way that she uses herself. She uses her own aspirations, and she uses what she's attracted to in her life and her resources around her to move her in the direction of what's better for her. So with this being in reverse, this is telling me that there's an ambition within you that is kind of conflicting with what's already around you. This is a confusion. This is a ambition that possibly has not been done before. So there's like a sense of you that is going after this ambition blindly. This is an ambition that you are using the unknown a lot for. You are relying, I should say, on the unknown a lot to help guide you where this ambition is supposed to take you to bring in, manifest what abundance, what prosperity, what lifestyle this manifestation has for you, this ambition has for you. With her being in reverse, this is kind of a lazy ambition. And when I say lazy, I mean this is an ambition that's not going to take so much energy from you. This is something that is could be gifted to you, could be something like an inheritance, something that's passed down to you, something that you don't have to work so hard for, and something that you don't have to be so present in. This is passive income, or, well, I don't want to say it so vaguely because some of you guys probably aren't manifesting monetary ambition, but it feels like that for me. That's very passive, and requires less energy from you. Oh, it's an easy life. It's a soft life. So this ambition is one that you want to feel good. This is something in your life that you are proud of without having to sacrifice any parts of yourself, without having to be so disciplined on yourself and be so hard on yourself and be so strict. This is an ambition where you are passively living your life, where you are able to be totally present in other endeavors in your life. Let's say, you have a job and this is you actually being focused on your work rather than focusing on this ambition, focusing on trying to bring in whatever this ambition is for you. Any type of pleasure, this could be any type. This ambition feels like any pleasurable experience that you want long term, something that is going to bring you a sense of security within yourself, a sense of security around you, self-reliant, being able to depend on yourself. This ambition is one that comes from you. It's one that's molded by you. And, well, that's obvious, but one that's innovated, I should say, by you. One that's your own, one that you can claim as your own, one that you can call your own. It's a sense of ownership here is what I'm trying to say. Let's get your second card, the second energy for who or what is in the way of this ambition. Let's see. Ooh, I don't know if I want to keep that. Child. Okay, so we have the devil here, and I'm not sure if y'all can see nudity on YouTube, so we're just gonna do it like this. Which is kind of bad for me because I need to see. But all right, we're just gonna do it like that. So there's an attachment here. Okay, who or what? Okay, so there is people, a place, a substance, something that is attracted to your energy and stuck with you. Something that feels like they are codependent on you. This could be you being codependent on them as well, or on this substance, or on this way of life, on this ideology, on this mentality. But ultimately, there is a fixation of something in your life that you are not letting go of, and because you aren't letting go of this, it's harder for you to bring in this serene feeling of peace and serenity in this ambition that you do see for yourself long term, because right now in your life you are still in this energy of happy where you are because you can feel the comfort in it. You can feel like this is where you are supposed to be right now in your life, which is also true. You are where you are supposed to be, but it's almost kind of gripping you by the hands and gripping you by, okay, basically you have shackles on. Basically, you have shackles on, or the people that are holding you down have shackles to you. And this is just you being blinded or ignoring the fact that there is something in your life that needs to be let go of. There is something that you need to recognize is not beneficial to your health. This is not beneficial to the growth that you choose to see in your life. There's something in your life that's literally holding you away from this open mind, from this new way of experiencing your life, from this new way of being, from this new way of existing. But you, on the other hand, have also this side of yourself that wants so badly to feel this different life, to be in this different energy. But for some reason, it's also just pulling you in the same direction of an obligation. Okay, this feels like feeling shamed if you were to walk away from something, feeling like you would be losing a part of yourself if you were to walk away from something. This is feeling like it's not worth it. This is feeling like if you give this up, whatever this thing is. Matter of fact, maybe I can pull a clarifier just to figure out what this devil card energy is hindering that part of yourself that's growing. There's like two sides of you. One side is going towards the direction of a better lifestyle, a healthier lifestyle, a way of life that you can depend on and rely on. And then there's another side of you that's stuck, another side of you that's very comfortable. It's like things are right where you are. It feels like you don't really have to change anything because life is still working for you. Things are still turning out in your favor. Things are still manifesting for you. Things are still right where they're supposed to be. You're in like a sweet spot. And on the other hand, that part of yourself that wants to move past this sweet spot is, almost intuitively like nudging at you, begging for you to let's just see where things go. It's the side of yourself that's saying, let's just see where things go. Like, let's just give this a break. Like, even it could be a break. We don't even have to do cold turkey like forever. Like, let's just see where things can go. But also that other side of you that is so potent is keeping you stuck. Like, and this could be people. This could be people in your life that are literally like clinging onto you and not letting you go. And honestly, relationships just can be very, very, how do I want to say this? The people in your life can cause a sense of shame when you outgrow them. The people in your life can cause a sense of comfort when you are bonded with them in a way that you cannot bond with anybody else, because everybody has their own unique way of life. Everybody is unique in their own sense of self. So when you are growing and, remolding your entire lifestyle, remolding your life and changing your heart, outgrowing people can almost make you feel like you're doing something wrong because of that bond that you have cultivated with people for so long. It's hard for you to look outside of what you already have right in front of you because it feels so good to be there. Like, it just feels so right. But at the same time, sometimes you're just pulled in different directions where you can't explain to yourself why these people are not going to go with you. And not even in the sense where they completely have to be shut out of your life, but in a sense where your heart is outgrowing the bonds and connections that are around you, these substances that you are indulging in, your habits. You are essentially outgrowing what has held you down and what has kept you in an energy of not being able to move forward, not being able to see this ambition through. Let's see what this devil card energy is specifically, if I can. Okay. And we have the Daughter of Wands. I'm not gonna lie, I could be wrong, but I believe this is the Page or the Knight of Wands. This deck here is a little bit more vague. I could put my book out, but I just choose not to because genuinely I can just read it like this. So, like I said, this is either the Knight or the Page, and I'm gonna read it more so based on its colors and what it's telling me. So this being, let's see what's at the bottom of it. And we have, I felt the Emperor earlier. I did feel the Emperor when I was reading the Queen of Wands because she is Aries and the Emperor is also Aries energy. So with the Daughter of Wands here, clarifying your devil energy, there is a fulfillment of your childhood that is moving into adulthood. I don't really want to put too much age on this because it's not really an age specific reading. Definitely not talking to, the younger generations, things like that. But there is a sense of innocence here that you cling really hard to, only because that sense of innocence keeps you closer to memories of when life was easier, when life was simpler. And that makes a lot of sense because this Queen of Wands, like I was saying earlier, is giving you that sense of not being so hard, not being so disciplined. And this Daughter of Wands, okay, so that's where you are right now in your life. So the cup of this devil card energy is being filled with the energy of your soul being attached to your past, a past of, I think I'm repeating myself, but a past of simpler living. Like, it feels more so of a memory now rather than a substance or a person. This feels more so internally on you. This feels like you being attached to a lifestyle that is not fitting anymore. Okay, so this could be habits. This could be the way you choose to motivate yourself. And motivation, they say is not something that you wake up with. It's just, something that comes along the way. Like, motivation is a very fleeting emotion is what I'm meaning to say. But motivation here for you feels like a reason. It feels like a purpose for you. So I'm getting the sense that you are staying where you are, away from your new ambition, away from this new way of life, because you are waiting for a time where you feel like it will be right. You are waiting for that motivation to push you through that door. Like, you're waiting for that, okay, now is the time type of moment. And ultimately, waiting for that moment is slowing you down in your own journey, because I don't want to play devil's advocate here, but what if that moment never comes? Like, what if what you're waiting for is already there? What if this motivation is genuinely just you just doing it? Like, what if you just genuinely telling yourself, let's do this, is that motivation? What if it doesn't come outside of you? Like, what if this motivation is not outwardly going to influence you? What if this is you inwardly influencing you, and you inwardly telling yourself, okay, let's just do this, let's just make this plan, let's sit down, let's write down what we need to do, let's make this make sense for us, yourself, your conscious, all the different layers of yourself. But just making things make sense in a way where you can just move forward and not keep yourself stuck in this energy of wanting things to have a right time. Because honestly, time is very fluid. Time is very of the essence, honestly. Like, time is always going to be here for us until it's not. So you are what's in control of the time that you have. And with this time, are you going to choose to keep yourself stagnated? Are you going to choose to keep yourself stuck? Are you going to choose to keep yourself in these shackles of not being able to move forward from your own ideologies, from your own way of thinking, and from your own belief systems? Or are you going to give yourself the permission and allow yourself to move through that door because you deserve it? Just because you deserve it. Just because nobody has to tell you this. Just because this is something that you want to experience, you desire to experience, and you can experience because you see that for yourself. What you see has power. What you see literally becomes. So it's just like, this is a matter of you getting out of your own way and you allowing in what the universe has for you, what this life has for you, what Mother Nature has for you. Let's get your last card. Ways to get around this obstacle. Let's see. The way to get around this obstacle. Oh, too many cards. The Page of Wands. Too many cards. Let's see. The way to get around this obstacle. Oh my goodness. Here's the Emperor. And the Page of Wands again. The way around this obstacle. The Hermit. I like that, actually. I like that a lot. All right. So we have here the Hermit. And simply kind of what we touched on earlier. I think we talked about that a little bit earlier. The guidance within yourself. All right, so this Hermit, which is ruled by Virgo, this is you. Oh my gosh. They both have, but I just want to show y'all this because they both have wands. They both are holding wands. And that is literally so important. Because, oh my goodness, he got something in his hand too. But even the devil is holding, looks like a stick that has fire. So, all right. You are the yielder of your own destiny. You trusting in your own mental faculties. You trusting in your own journey. You being your own guider. You taking a step away from society and realizing the literal abundance of your own mind, you being able to hear your own intuition, you being able to be that person for yourself, you being able to rely on yourself, like I said earlier, just literally doing it, allowing yourself, giving yourself permission, like I said earlier, to be, to exist, to trust yourself, to know that the answers are within you. And if they aren't, who cares? Make your own answers. Life is not black and white. You can find yourself in the middle. And I don't know if it's any snakes. It's not any snakes in here. But you can find yourself, I don't know why that analogy came to mind, because snakes, they kind of slither on earth. Like they have like a way of moving that is so fascinating to me. And it's reminding me of this hermit energy. Like, you don't really have to know all of the answers. All you have to know is that you are moving. All you have to do is trust in your own journey and trust in your own path and be precise in your decision making. Know why you are doing what you're doing. Know why it's important to you. Understand what's going to come from what you are choosing to do with your life. Oh my goodness, give yourself that gratitude. Give yourself grace. You need to appreciate your mind. You need to appreciate your experiences. And also do not let that innocence that we spoke about in the wand energy that came out to clarify your devil, don't let that energy die within yourself, because those experiences are going to be the same experiences that push you through that door that you allow yourself to go through. Not because you feel like it's the right time, but because you can see now in your mind that this is what you need to do. This is what you choose to do because you value yourself. You value who you will become. Like, this is literally you persevering through your own self, through your own doubts, through your own disbeliefs because you haven't experienced or you haven't seen the experience of what you are calling into your life. You haven't seen it around you. You don't have any examples. You are the example. You have to be that example for yourself. And you're going to get there. You're going to get there. It's going to take you time, of course, but everything takes time. So I don't even know why I had to say that, but it came out. So this devil card energy, do not allow what is around you, what makes you feel comfortable, what makes you feel safe. Do not allow that to keep you in an energy that is going to stop you from being greater than where you are right now. Because you can be greater than where you are right now if you choose to. Period. And what I'm going to do now is we're going to get you some number cards. What energy is going to be around you and what energy is going to be within you. That will like be like a little, okay, yeah, this is finna happen. Okay, yeah, I'm finna do that. Card number 1, number 8. All right, okay, cycles coming through. Love, I love the number 8. All right, yeah, kind of expected the number 5 here. Am I really kidding myself right here? Sorry, I had to take that away because I forgot you can't see the nudity on the cards. Let's get your last one. We have 8, 5, and 4. More Emperor energy here. Aries is okay, so y'all might be an Aries, might have Aries sun, moon, rising, hello. But a lot of Aries energy is like coming through this reading today. And then we have the number 8. I think it is number 6, but all right, so the number 8 here is feeling like a new cycle, a new begin, not a new beginning, but a new way of perceiving your life, a new way of thinking about abundance, a new way of thinking about your lifestyle, thinking about how you want to be perceived by the world, a start of a new cycle. And I'm only saying a new cycle, like a start to a new beginning type. I'm only saying that because that devil card energy, once you are released from what is holding you, it's like the doors to your mind open up to a whole nother reality and experiencing yourself from the lens of what you choose to. So it's a reality that's intentional, one that hardly can be taken from you, honestly, because it's one that you choose to reside in, and it's one that you are strongly connected to, strongly tied to, and one that you will create a life from. This number 5 here is ego energy. This is Leo energy. Okay, so fire signs, okay, but all right, so this is an ego, possibly an ego death going on here. Yeah, honestly, yeah. But this is also new hobbies. This is new ways of having fun, new ways of experiencing life, new ways of putting yourself out there, new ways of socializing. Oh, you do have the Hermit here, which is a card of isolation. So this could be coming back from after this Hermit energy of, hearing your own inner wisdom and sharing that with these connections that you do have, or these new connections that you will sprout. So this 5 energy is a fun energy. This is a rebirth, that innocence that we talked about, being still alive in you, your inner child being very, very alive and appreciative and with you through this new journey, because life is worth living and you are proving that to yourself. And then you have the 4 here. So this is all about determination. Oh my goodness, this is literally about you finding your own resilience within yourself and you being proud of who you are, you loving who you are, you loving your journey, because you can reap benefits from who you are, because you can use your inner self and guide your energy, like I was saying about that snake, but guide your energy the way you want it and it works for you. This is very, very precise, very, very one size fits all, but for you, like your way of life. So 845 here is a life worth living. A life worth living, a life memorable, one where what you always desired, what you have been working towards, comes forward and meets you right through that door that you are literally about to kick down. So let's go ahead and shuffle you for your oracle card. I'll be done talking about them, but yeah, I love that. I really love that a lot. This is like a self-improvement, the ambition of inner strength. Oh, yes, the number 8 is strength in the tarot deck. Yeah. But yeah, this is... Okay, let's see. All right. Okay. I get this card all the time. Look at the number 5. And then there's people on it. And we were talking about socializing, so literally a rebirth of yourself, to be honest. But one where you are this hermit for the others around you. One where you are becoming the guide. I love that. And not even in like a people worship you sense, but in a sense where you now appreciate your own inner wisdom and you see how important and how influential and how connection changes lives, because the connection started with you. You created the connection with yourself first by making way for your own mind to envelop your soul, envelop your body, envelop your spirit. Oh, let me read that out of the deck. Out of the book. I almost started getting cards from another deck. But let's see. All right. Okay, so to make equal, find a balance in your life. Equality among people is a worthy goal. You are worth it. Do not compare yourself to others, as this is a useless task that only leads to unhappiness. There can be a happy medium. There doesn't have to be an extreme reaction all the time. That's kind of reminding me of the people that are on the devil card. The 2 people that were on the devil card. Now that I read out of the book, it's kind of giving me a different perspective. I think it's kind of pointing more towards your relationships, respecting the journey of everyone, respecting that everyone has their own calling, their own way of life, their own way of doing things, their own habits, their own beliefs. And that is what makes life so unique and different and purposeful, because we all just come from this divinity that allows for us to express in means that we choose fit. You can learn from the polarities of life. I'm not done. We're going to pick out 3 more cards here. 3 more. Okay, let's see. 2 more. It's too many. And this deck is not even a real deck, to be honest. I just like it. Okay, that's 1. And then let's get another one. Let's get the last one. Oh, all right. And this one says desire. Hold on. Oh, I like that. Desire only the will of God. Seek him alone and you will find peace. Yes. Yes. He's in the dark. He's in the dark and he's seeking his own wisdom. This card is telling me that you are in the stage of seeking who you are. OMG. Yes, and you will find exactly what you are looking for, because you are everything. You are the everything. You are the will. You are the way. You are the desire, because life is within you. You give life to life. Oh, I love that. Oh my God. All right. And then here we have, it's a number on this one. We have 12. What is that? 6. 2, 4, 5, 6. Yep, that's number 6. And we have 5 and 4 here, and then 6. So, all right. So be joyful in hope, patient in affliction, faithful in prayer. Enjoy the journey. As we spoke about earlier, I think we touched on earlier, believing in yourself, because the belief that you have in yourself is the motivation that you are looking for. This faith part is letting me know that you guys might have a issue with, blindly believing. And we kind of spoke about that a little bit earlier, but nevertheless, blindly believing is connection with faith, actually, because you are believing in the unknown, which I think we spoke about earlier. Yeah. Enjoy you guys' journey and find faith in knowing that you will get to where you are desiring to be, because where you desire is where your heart is leading you. Okay. Last one. Okay. And the last one here says, trust in the Lord with all of your heart and lean not on your own understanding. That is crazy. We was just talking about that, but I'm gonna start over. Trust in the Lord with all of your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your path straight. That was a beautiful way to end this reading. This literally solidified the two that came before, y'all. Blindly believing is not blindly believing, because blindly believing is believing in a substance that you have no awareness in, but you are acknowledging the existence of. So blindly believing is bringing you closer to the unknown and bringing you closer to the mysteries of life, because you cannot explain the glories, the mysteries, the riches, the greatness that's coming to your life. And that is a testimony within itself. Okay, all right. So your spirit is guiding you. And thank you guys for joining this reading. I love this reading a lot. Hope you guys enjoy your day. Yeah, goodbye.